of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell?
Did the Fever coach really just block Caitlin Clark during her celebration? A video has resurfaced showing her getting physically stopped, and now the internet is buzzing. People are wondering, was it strategy, sabotage, or just jealousy? What happened next shocked fans even more, and the replays have everyone talking. Let's break it down.
Has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached
Caitlin Clark was doing her thing, firing up the court and hyping the crowd, when suddenly, her own coach pulled her back mid-celebration, like she'd broken some rule. The look on Caitlin's face said it all. Total shock and confusion. Not angry or hurt, just stunned that even moments of joy seem to come with limits in Indiana.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question.
Let's be real, this isn't an isolated incident. It's just the latest in a string of awkward, frustrating moments that have followed Caitlin Clark since she was drafted. It feels like every move she makes is micromanaged, even by those around her. You'd think her success would earn her some freedom, but apparently, even celebrating needs a permission slip.
Everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up. Man, why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up for a big-time game.
Caitlin Clark has been packing arenas, energizing fans, and turning casual viewers into WNBA diehards. But instead of being celebrated by her own team, she's being treated like an overeager intern. The franchise that should be lifting her up seems to be holding her back. There's a line between providing structure and straight-up sabotage, and this coaching staff is dancing all over it.
Clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for them being fired. Then goes and hits a step-back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this play. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But like, you can't just...
The management hasn't been much better. It's like they landed a once-in-a-generation star and immediately gave her a list of rules. Tone it down, share the spotlight, don't outshine us. Caitlin Clark wasn't brought in just to shoot threes, she was brought in to change the game. But instead of support, she's met with quiet resistance. Whether it's her playing time getting cut or teammates avoiding ball movement, it's clear something's off. Now, her coach physically stops her mid-celebration, like she's a runaway kid at Disneyland. That wasn't just a misstep, it was a full-on vibe killer. Clark has always thrived on energy and passion. It fuels crowds and drives momentum. But the Fever staff seems to want her celebrating in silence, like breaking records is somehow a problem. Instead of empowering her, they're more worried about appearances than actually winning games.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office, something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team.
Let's not kid ourselves, this isn't about discipline or team chemistry. It's about control. The coaching and management staff seem more threatened by Caitlin Clark's impact than inspired by it. It feels insecure, unprepared, like they weren't ready for someone of her caliber, so now they're trying to shrink her to fit their comfort zone. And it shows. When she's benched early, ignored on the wing, or physically pulled back during a moment of joy, you can see it in her face, a quiet disbelief, a flicker of frustration. She's a competitor and a pro, but she's also human. The joy is still there, but it's dimmer. The sparkle is fading. And soon, someone will have to ask the real question. Why stay? Why pretend this is just part of her growth when it's starting to look like a slow rejection of everything that makes Caitlin Clark who she is?
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity as a rookie. Merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is...
And let's be real, there's a bigger issue at play. The longer this goes on, the clearer it becomes. Some people in power don't know how to handle a white woman like Caitlin Clark breaking the mold in the WNBA. She doesn't fit the usual script. She's not playing politics or leaning into identity debates, she just wants to hoop, hype the crowd, and win. That alone seems to make her a threat to those who prefer controlled narratives and slow-burn success stories. And now, it feels like she's being punished for rising too fast. But fans aren't blind. They see the tension, the awkward body language, the missed passes, the early subs, and that coach grabbing her like she tried to storm a government building. They're done buying the excuses. The problem isn't Caitlin Clark, it's the people who can't handle her. She's been focused, driven, and consistent, bringing massive attention to the league in record time. Yet somehow, her own franchise is treating her like a PR risk instead of the game-changing star she is. Which is, frankly, insane. Imagine sitting in a marketing meeting and saying, "Let's dim our brightest light." Seriously, what are we doing?
Has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap-shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago nearly. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other. But
if this is the direction the Fever keeps pushing, don't be shocked if Caitlin Clark eventually walks in, looks around, and says, "Nope, I'm good," because there's only so much weird energy, subtle sabotage, and career throttling one person can take. And when she does, half the league will be ready with open arms and competent coaching. This isn't just a coaching blunder, it's a textbook case of how to fumble a generational talent. From delayed shoe deals to a league slow to protect her, Clark has faced obstacles at every turn. Now even her own team seems more focused on containing her than unleashing her. That mid-celebration grab wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. A snapshot of everything she's endured since becoming the face of the league. So yeah, fans are upset. They're watching their star get held back, both literally and figuratively. And they're done being told to trust the process when the process looks this broken. You don't build around a once-in-a-lifetime player only to treat her like she needs a chaperone. Enough already.
Body had put on there, has this coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired? This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the Fever staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there was a male coach, why double standard, fire her. Coach's posture is interesting. I remember seeing it live and thought it was...
Either the Fever figure it out or they risk losing the very force that made them relevant in the first place. If Caitlin Clark decides she's done, it won't just shake Indiana, it'll send shockwaves through the entire WNBA. Right now, it feels like the Fever are teaching a masterclass in how to lose a superstar in 30 days. If this were a rom-com, Clark would be packing her bags while a sad Kelly Clarkson ballad plays in the background. The swagger that once lit up every three-pointer, every crowd-hyping moment, it's fading. And this isn't about a slump or rookie nerves. It's about a franchise slowly sucking the joy out of the game for the one player who made it thrilling again for millions. Watching it happen feels like seeing a unicorn get turned into a mule because someone in management decided sparkle was too inconvenient.
No one is giving you a chance, and it's not fun no more. Angel Reese fans no longer making it fun. They've been very draining and exhausting. The Caitlin Clark haters is no longer making it fun. They draining and exhausting. Your fans, some of the CC fans are no longer making it fun. They are draining and exhausting. No one, I mean not one, is giving you the opportunity in your era to grow, for you to get better. Everyone has high expectations of you because of what you did your first year.